BG, talking 42nd Street, alley hoop finger roll, ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs, step back, hit a three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy, just to see the Knicks play, make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us, whole city is wild. This is New York, why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty, yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it down. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up. Gotta stay in the lead before that shot clock buzz. If the Knicks get a win, we gon' do it again. Make the finals once before, we gon' do it again. Bounce back in the fourth, we gon' do it again. It's been a while since the chip, but we gon' do it again, yeah. Yo, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Yo, put your hands up. If you from New York, put your hands up. Yo, look, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Look, put your hands up. Hey yo, New York City, put your hands up. Sky, baby.
What up, what up, what's going on? It's your boy, Bishop D-Lo. We're here, you're there. It's the Church Guys Sports Show for September 2nd, 2025. Again, we're here, you're there. It is the day before my birthday. I'm excited. I'm going to be 49 years old tomorrow, so shout out to me. Happy birthday to me right out the gate. We're here. Excited to be back with you after taking a little brief hiatus last week to get ourselves together, kind of take a break and we prepare to get ready for the NBA season, which kicks off in about a month with training camps opening up. We're seeing the U.S. Open and different things happen. So we want to welcome everybody to another edition of the Church Guys Sports Show. I am your host, D. Elias Lodholt Sr., and tonight we're bringing faith, family, and a whole lot of sports talk together because that's what we do around here. That's what we do. So, in the world of sports, we know it never sleeps, and the NFL season is just ready to roll, and I'm sure you got your fantasy teams drafted. I saw my brother-in-law get his fantasy team together the other day, so that was interesting to watch as they have a $500 pot in the fantasy league that he's in. Some of y'all are already making your bold predictions, got them loaded up. We want to hear some of them tonight for this season. Some of y'all are already claiming that your team is Super Bowl ready and Super Bowl bound. Listen, and I hope you enjoyed the preseason, but this weekend we kick it off for real. So it's going to get crazy and get dicey in the NFL. What's going on, Bishop Heflin? Good to see you, my brother. Glad you're here with us tonight. In the NBA, schedules have dropped, and you can tell who the league thinks are the favorites just by looking at who's on primetime. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, how the New York Knicks have 34 games. 34 games in not just in prime time, but on national television. 34 national television games, matching only one other team. That would be the LA Lakers in national televised games. The Cleveland Cavaliers have a bunch of nationally televised games as well. So that tells you right out the gate who the NBA thinks the front runners are going to be in the Eastern Conference. At the very least, we know that the Knicks and Cavs are the favorites. In fact, I saw someone put a way too early prediction in. He predicted that only the Knicks and Cavaliers would be teams that win over 50 games in the Eastern Conference. They're saying that the Eastern Conference is watered down this year, so that's going to be very, very interesting to see how that shakes out and what happens with regards to the Eastern Conference. But my money, sorry, Bishop Heflin, I know you're a Cavs fan, but my money is on the Knicks being the number one seed coming out of the Eastern Conference in the regular season. And I believe that all roads to the NBA Finals will go through 33rd and 7th, better known as Madison Square Garden. But we'll talk about whether our Knicks actually have a chance to break through this year and break the 50-plus year drought that there is. In the baseball world, the Yankees are trying to remind folks folks that they still belong in the October conversation. Again, in looking around at conversations that I've seen around the league, I'm finding that there are actually pundits that believe the Yankees still, even with us hitting now September, still have an outside chance of overtaking the Toronto Blue Jays and winning the American League East. Now, the Yankees have had a lot of trouble this season with being able to play good, solid, fundamental baseball. They've been a home run or bust. The pitching hasn't been great. The bullpen, which used to be one of the strongest staples of the New York Yankees, has quite honestly become their Achilles heel this year. So I don't know if this team is going to be able to do what it takes to get over the hump and to get into the postseason as the winner of the American League East. But we'll see what happens. The Mets, I'm going to leave that alone for a minute. They're looking kind of rough right now. But don't worry, we're going to get into it. And then there is what I think a lot of you have come for tonight. Then there is the WWE, where real life has stepped in and shook things up. Naomi had to step away from the Women's World Championship due to pregnancy, and that raises some big questions for us about what's next for the women's division. We'll talk about that tonight, where the women's roster goes from here and how this changes the landscape. So buckle up. We're going to laugh. We're going to debate. We maybe even step on some toes, but always in good fun. We're looking to have Heflin, Bishop, sir, the Cavs are not winning 70 games. First of all, you got to play the Knicks 4 times. They're not winning 70 games. And you got to play the Western Conference. They're not winning. The Cavaliers are not winning 70 games. You are a super fan, and I respect it, but you got fan brain with that one. I don't even think the Knicks are winning 70 games this year. And they are the favorite in the Eastern Conference. And you got to remember, what you guys did to us last year, that ain't happening this year. I just don't see it. But we'll talk about those things. Buckle up. Let's get into the conversations today. We're going to laugh. We're going to debate. Oh, you mark your words. You a prophet now, Bishop? You putting the prophetic on this one? Is that what we're doing? So let's get into it tonight. Let's get into it. We're going to have some fun on tonight. Let's get into the conversation. Y'all get in the chat along with Bishop Heflin, and let's get to it. Bishop L is supposed to be on his way. Not sure where he is right now, but let's dive right into it, starting right in where we need to start, which is the WWE. It is wrestling time. Let's talk wrestling. Yes, Mike McFadden, you're right on time. Yes, WWE Clash in Paris just went off on Sunday. It was a 2 p.m. start here in the United States, which was 7 p.m., 8 p.m. actually, over in Paris. A really well-attended pay-per-view. 30,000 fans flocked into that arena there in Paris to see the Clash in Paris, and it saw a lot of interesting things happen in the WWE for Clash in Paris. So we definitely need to get into that tonight. Tell us some of your thoughts on Clash in Paris and the Clash in Paris results. I want to go match by match, if you don't mind, so we can kind of dissect things and see how we feel about Clash in Paris, and what were the highs, the lows, and what happens from here where it comes to that. Going through the match card, got to start, of course, with the first match of the night. You tired of Seth? Yes, Bishop Ethel. We're going to get into that. We definitely going to get into that tonight. Got a lot to unpack about the whole Seth Rollins situation. We're definitely going to talk about that. So, the first PLE in Paris kicked off with Roman Reigns battling Bronson Reed. This was actually a pretty decent match between two big brawlers, in my opinion. What did y'all think of the match between Bronson Reed and Big Bronson Reed and the Tribal Chief, the OTC, who got the win? Reigns defeated Reed. I want to give that match a B+, as far as it goes. Even in defeat, Reed did look good. Kudos to Roman Reigns for making Reed look good. He looked really strong. And then the end of the match, which obviously they had Braun, I'm going to call him Braun Strowman. No, that's the wrong Braun. But yeah, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker came out and he speared the OTC through a table, through the announce table, which put OTC out, and then Bronson Reed hit him with 3 tsunamis. All this before Jey Uso came out to try to make the save, and we'll get into that in just a moment as well. But that match ended obviously with the win for Roman Reigns, but then he was battered, beaten, and had to be taken off on a stretcher, leaving. Now, obviously, this is storyline. Reigns is not hurt, but they had to write him off of TV for a while, as Reigns will be going to film the Street Fighter movies, and so it's interesting. Now, see, let's talk a little bit about the whole Braun situation with the Vision. We're going to get into that. I want to dig into that a little bit. Y'all tell me, what are y'all thoughts about the Vision now that Seth Rollins' faction has now not only come to fruition but opening up a little bit? What do we feel about the Vision? What do we feel about the Vision? Because, frankly, they do nothing for me. They don't move the needle. This is not a group or a faction that I really look at and I say, there's the next great faction. I mean, they're not the Four Horsemen. They're definitely not DX. They're not even Nation of Domination at this point. Bishop Evelyn said they need to be destroyed. I agree. I don't see what the point is. And but we're going to get into something I want to talk about where it comes to Seth Rollins, and I'm sure you guys are going to agree. But the Vision does nothing. It is a corny faction that absolutely does not move the needle in terms of pushing the WWE to the next place. It is not elevating Seth Rollins' status. Number one, and it's his faction. Paul Heyman, as genius as he is, I don't think they let Paul Heyman do enough. One of the reasons I think that you would bring in Paul Heyman into a faction is to be the spokesperson for the faction. Paul Heyman has proven to us time and time again that he can sell a match without anybody else being there. Paul Heyman can get in a ring with a mic and he can sell a match. He can get in a ring with a mic and he can sell us on a superstar. Whether it's being the advocate for for the advocate for Brock Lesnar, whether it's being that, whether it is being the wise man to the tribal chief, the OTC, he has proven to us time and time again that he could do this. Now, if you wanted to create a faction or a tag team with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the Braun Brons, because neither of them are good on the mic, and you wanted to put Heyman with them, I could live with that. That would be absolutely fine with me. But there is no reason and no need to have Seth Rollins in that. So here's my hot take on that. I believe that the WWE realizes that Seth Rollins plateaus. And listen, as great of a competitor as Seth Rollins is in ring, Seth Rollins is one of the best in-ring performers that the WWE has, hands down. The dude can go. When he's healthy, I love watching Seth Rollins wrestle. But you want to know what I don't like watching? I don't like watching Seth Rollins on the mic. I don't like watching Seth Rollins in promos. Sure, you've got him with all of the kooky-looking clothes and stuff like that and all this other stuff. But you want to know what the biggest issue is? And I heard another person said, another commentator said, and I totally agree. Seth Rollins is a poser right now. He is not being authentic, and it's not resonating. So once we get past everybody sing along with Seth with his theme music, what do you really have? And so you've got to give him Paul Heyman. You've got to give him a faction to try to make him relevant. Seth Rollins has never had great single success as a heel or as a babyface without a faction. Think about that for a second. Think about what I'm saying for a second. Seth Rollins, think about it, has never had a great showing as a singles competitor without a faction. There was the Shield, of course. We know he came in with the Shield. The Shield was a great faction. It elevated Seth because of his in-ring work, and he was able to work with that group, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. After that, what happened? He turned on the Shield, but he immediately went into the Authority with Triple H and Steph. Again, right into another faction. Seth on his own has not been money. They've been trying to make Seth he will never be on the level of a Roman Reigns. He will never be on the level of a Brock Lesnar. He will never be in the position to where he is a main event guy that's going to sell merch, that's going to sell tickets. Nobody says, I'm going to go to WrestleMania because Seth Rollins is in the main event. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Come on, y'all tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Nobody says that, and I'm sure none of y'all really thought about this. Nobody says, I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to a PLE. I'm going to make sure I got ESPN for WrestlePalooza because Seth Rollins is in the main event. As great a wrestler as Seth Rollins is, and he absolutely is a great dynamic wrestler, but Seth Rollins does not move the needle in terms of fans. Yes, they will sing along. Yes, they'll ooh and ah at the clothing and laugh and do all of those things. But at the end of the day, Seth Rollins is not a moneymaker. Uh-oh. Y'all looking at me funny. Seth's not a moneymaker. And this faction division was thrown together because they've got nobody else that they can put into a faction with Seth. John Cena's retiring. You got Roman Reigns, who he's been opposing forever. But if anything, Reigns is going, if he does go back into a faction, it's only going to be the bloodline. Roman Reigns is the bloodline. The bloodline is Roman Reigns. So if you ever do, notice, even with Solo, he tried his bloodline 2.0. They even took the moniker from him. Once he lost to Ulafala back to Roman Reigns, what happened? Once he lost that Ulafala back, they changed it. It's no longer even a bloodline. It's MFT, my family tree. Which I get it. It's supposed to be an offshoot of the bloodline, but it's not the bloodline. Seth Rollins has not had a strong main event faction since the Shield broke up. And Triple H's infatuation with him, let me put it in perspective for you. And this will appeal to those of you who are old school wrestling fans like me. Bret Hart is one of the most amazing in-ring performers there ever was. But without Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart isn't elevated to the main event scene. Bret was a better wrestler, but Shawn was box office. Bret was the excellence of execution, but Shawn was box office. And that's the difference. Rollins is an excellent technical wrestler, but Reigns is box office. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Let's get to some of these comments. Mike McFadden said that team is just there to push them into the spotlight. And it's not working. That's the bad part. It's actually not working. His main events are trash. I fall asleep with his matches. I mean, I wouldn't say that, Mike. I mean, you know, he is a great wrestler. He absolutely is. But he can't... Listen, John Cena is not the greatest technical wrestler, although we're going to get to his match in just a moment with Logan Paul. They put on a banger. I can't even front. They put on a banger. Him and Logan Paul put on an absolute banger. But we're going to get to that in just a minute. One thing, he does steal. Yes, he is great for moments. Yes, Mike McFadden, I absolutely agree with you. Seth is great for moments. But there is no sustainability behind it. And with no sustainability, this is why we see the issue that we have with him in the main event scene. This is why we see the problems that we see with him in the main event scene. Seth Rollins, I hate to say it, is just not a main event performer. Not solo, not single, not as a single performer. He is not a main event performer. He's just not. He's just not. In the second match of the night, we can talk more about Seth in a minute, but in the second match of the night, we saw the WWE Tag Team Championship match, Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six, 48 hours after beating Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford got their shot at reclaiming tag team gold against Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. Listen, I like the Wyatt Six. I absolutely think that they're doing a pretty good job with this faction and keeping the legacy of the late great Wyndham Rotunda, better known as Bray Wyatt, alive. And watching what is happening with them, it has been absolutely amazing. What his brother has done as Uncle Howdy has been fantastic, and I am excited to see what happens next with the Wyatt Six. I love what they're doing. The match wasn't that great. I would give the match a B minus or a high C, maybe a C plus, if I had to grade it. It's what we've become accustomed to, quite honestly, as people who watch the WWE. There's a lot of high-flying tag team stuff. I mean, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford are some of the best in-ring that they got. Don't get me wrong. You went and grabbed some food during that match? No, it was a decent match. I like what they're teasing right now in terms of the possible split between the Street Profits. My only question is this the time to do it now? Does it make sense to break up the Street Profits now? Does it make sense to break up Dawkins and Ford now? Because 2 years ago, Montez Ford was on a crazy trajectory, and most of us who watched the product even back then said that Montez Ford, we believe, had what it takes to become an amazing singles competitor a la Shawn Michaels and be one of those show-stopping, moment-stealing guys as a singles competitor. They teased it then and didn't pull the trigger on it. And then the Street Profits became an even more formidable tag team, winning tag team gold twice in that span since. So what would be the reason for them teasing it? Or is this a swerve where they're going to tease it and end up doing something else? Kind of like they did with the New Day. We've seen now the Street Profits be face. We've seen the Street Profits be heel. We see them face again. I mean, I don't think that the WWE has a clear. I don't think creative has a clear direction for the Street Profits. And I think that's the problem. I don't think they have a clear direction for the Street Profits, and they really need to figure it out. Mike, you said if they break them up, they won't last with going solo. I don't know. I think Ford can. Dawkins, I'm not so sure. But I think Montez Ford has the charisma to be a great singles competitor. I don't know about Angelo, though. I don't know if Angelo has what it takes in order to be a next level singles star. I think Angelo Dawkins has some skills. He's a pretty athletic guy for a big guy. You don't usually see big guys being that athletic, but I do think that them trying to break them up now, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think this is the time to do it. I just don't think this is the time to do it. Moving on to the next match of the night, the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. There's been a lot of verbal back and forth between the two ladies over the last 2 weeks, and for me, this was interesting because this was a match that really defined two different eras. This was the woman who was the face of the Divas era in Nikki Bella versus, quite honestly, the woman who has been the face of the modern era. And that is something that is absolutely interesting to see with Nikki Bella as well as with the man Becky Lynch. Lynch showed why she is a fantastic technical wrestler. She is an amazing, absolutely just like great technical wrestler. And she showed that. I think Nikki Bella held her own and she did okay. Lynch defeated Bella. I mean, you got to remember, Nikki Bella's a little older, so, the moves are not going to be as pronounced as quick as they once were. But all in all, it was a decent match. And, it was what it was. I mean, nobody expected Nikki Bella to beat Becky Lynch. I don't think, because I don't think anybody wants to see the belt on Nikki Bella at this point in the career. But I do respect the fact that she, as she said, she came back to the WWE because she has something to prove for herself. She wanted to see if she could hang in this era, because not for nothing, Nikki Bella has always been a pretty good athlete. So it's interesting now to watch her in this place. But I would give that match a C minus. Again, not great. And quite honestly, Becky carried that match for the most part. And she did her job carrying that match, and she remains your women's intercontinental champion. Mike McFadden says the New Day started out the same way until they started being the clowns of WWE, until they was being taken seriously. The New Day was an interesting thing as well, because they were in a similar situation as the Street Profits, where the New Day was actually created initially to be heels. If you really go back and watch it, the New Day was created actually as a heel faction. They had the whole power of positivity thing. They were supposed to be like over the top religious. If you remember the New Day in the beginning, they had choir music and robes and all this other stuff. They were supposed to be kind of preachers of sorts, and it kind of morphed into other things. And it went from New Day sucks to New Day rocks. And they were able to catch lightning in a bottle, and their momentum carried them over to where Big E became a world champion while still in the New Day. Kofi Kingston became a world champion while still in the New Day. You know what? Let me go back there for a second. Because, you know, the whole teasing of Ford and Dawkins breaking up, this is not an era, I don't think, like the old era where you needed to break up a tag team in order to put them in the singles or even championship caliber match conversation. Because quite honestly, you know, Big E proved that you could be in a tag team and still win the world championship. Kofi proved that you can be in a tag team. They never left the New Day, but they still tasted world championship gold. So I don't think it's necessary to break up the Street Profits, but I'd say leave them as a tag team, but still allow them to have their own separate ideals and go their separate ways from time to time. I think that bodes well for both of them. And if at some point they become so big, or one of them becomes so big as a singles competitor that, you know, they have to fully break up, then let that happen organically. But I don't think it's something that the WWE necessarily needs to do in order to prove a point. I don't think that's something that WWE absolutely needs to do. Moving on, the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match between Sheamus and Rusev. And this was a great match. This was my kind of match because these guys beat the absolute tar out of each other. That was great wrestling. That was great old school, just beat the crap out of your opponent wrestling between two really big guys, and I absolutely enjoyed it. It was wrestling. I mean, taking nothing away from high flyers and all those things, but it's nice every now and then just to see two big guys brawl. And that was good. You know, the animosity between Sheamus and Rusev has been amazing. And somebody online called it the best bar fight ever. And that's exactly what it was. It was a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. Rusev gets the pin over Sheamus. I know Bleacher Report gave it a B+. I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to give this match an A. This, for me, was probably the best match of the night. This was probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. I didn't know what to expect from it. You know, I wasn't that hyped for it, but these guys pleasantly surprised me and put on a show. Bishop Heflin says, do you think Big E will come back? No, he will never be medically cleared. He will not be returning. Big E is behind the desk from now on. He's done. Big E will never wrestle again. And sad because, you know, Big E was definitely coming into his own as an in-ring performer, but that's the unfortunate part of the business. You know, when things like this happen, you know, unfortunately, you just got to kind of deal with it when things like that begin to happen. So I don't think Big E will be coming back. I'm sorry. One of our co-hosts just entered the chat, and I'm about to bring him up, but his screen name popped up for me, and I just had to laugh at it. So we'll get back to the WWE in just a second, but right now, help me welcome the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones posing as Superintendent David Wright. What's going on, bro?
Oh my Lord, what's going on with you, man?
Ain't nothing going on. How's Bible study tonight?
It was good.
So, we are here, been talking wrestling till one of you guys came on. Everybody's been into it, but we want to get into the NFL. We have football starting this week. Are you, how they used to say, are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for some football?
Football opens up this weekend. Everybody is playing. The beginning Friday night is opening night this year, which is interesting this year. Friday night is actually the opening. The opening game is Friday. So we wanted to get your bold predictions for the NFL season this year.
Well, I think the Giants going to sneak into the playoff.
Wow. In that division? Really?
We ain't got to worry about the Cowboys for sure.
Well, nobody's got to worry about the Cowboys.
But we do got to worry about the Eagles and the Redskins. Or the Commanders.
Yeah. The Eagles and the Commanders, Redskins, they're going to be the Redskins to me forever, so I'm with you on that. But the Commanders and the Eagles are the cream of the, forget about the NFC East, they're the cream of the NFC.
Absolutely.
Those are the two best teams in the NFC. Those were the two teams in the conference championship last year.
Yes.
And as good as the Commanders were, even in that conference championship game, Philadelphia still showed that they're still light years ahead of them.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't know if the NFC East gets three teams in the playoffs this year. In order to do that, the Giants are gonna have to win like all of their non-conference games.
Absolutely.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to win all their non-conference games. They're gonna have to.
I think
because in that division,
they're gonna sneak in with a wild card, man.
Okay, so let's see. I think they'll beat Dallas twice this year. The Giants look good so far. I watched them in preseason. They look good. I think they'll beat the Cowboys twice. So that's 2 wins. I don't know if they beat the Commanders. Okay, I'll be nice. Let's say they split with the Commanders. Let's say they split with the Commanders. But they're going to lose both to the Eagles.
Right.
They're going to lose both to the Eagles. So that will put them at 3-3 in the division. So in order to get into the playoffs, they're going to have to win 3-3. They're going to have to win. They got 11 games outside of the division. They're going to have to win. They're going to have to go 8-2 the rest of the way.
They're going to have to.
And that's just to get to 11-5 to even have a shot at a wild card.
Yes. They're going to have to.
Yeah, they got to. They got to. I don't know that they can though. Wait, let me pull up the Giants. Let me pull up the full Giants schedule. Let me go through this week by week real quick. Let's do that. We haven't done that in a while. Giants schedule. Let me pull that up. Because
and I think this is the year for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to come through.
You think he gets over the hump this year?
I think he gets over the hump this year, man.
Okay, let's see. So the Giants, I completely forgot about this. And they got the Commanders week 1 in Washington.
Good Jesus alive.
They got the Commanders week 1. So Giants, Commanders in Washington. What you got?
Trump still got them troops out there, right?
Yes, they're still in D.C.
I got the Commanders winning that then.
Oh, Lord. Hilarious. We're going to talk about the Jets in a second, Mike McFadden, but I got to get through this with the Giants. Okay, so Giants 0-1. Week 2, Giants, Cowboys in Dallas.
Oh, that's a win.
That's a win, 1-1. Week 3, Giants, Chiefs in the Meadowlands.
Oh, that's a loss, man.
1-2. Giants, Chargers in the Meadowlands following week.
That's a win.
2-2. Giants, Saints in New Orleans.
That's another win.
3-2. Eagles, Giants in the Meadowlands.
No good.
And it's a Sunday night game. Oh, forget it. I'm sorry, it's a Thursday night game. Forget it. That's a loss.
No good.
And it's a Thursday night game. That's a loss. Okay, 3-3. Giants, Broncos in Denver.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
This is what I'm saying.
Woo.
They got a tough schedule. That's what I'm saying.
That Bo Nix out there, man. Ooh.
Got to pick one.
That's the Giants. I go Giants on that.
On the road in Denver? Okay, at the Mile High Stadium? All right. So that's 4-3. October, and then Giants Eagles in Philly. That's a loss.
That's
4-4.
loss.
The following week, 49ers Giants in the Meadowlands.
That's a loss.
That's 4-5. Giants Bears in Chicago.
We'll take that.
5-5. Packers Giants Meadowlands.
Loss.
5-6. Giants Lions in
That's
Detroit.
another loss. Ooh,
5-7. Giants Patriots.
That's a win.
6-7. Commanders Giants in New York. Well, New Jersey, Meadowlands.
I'll take that. We Giants gonna win that one.
7-7. Vikings Giants Meadowlands.
Giants can win that one too.
8-7. Giants Raiders in Vegas.
Big time win. 9-7.
Cowboys Giants last game of the regular season.
Giants going 10-7.
I don't know if that's enough to get them in.
You're right, because it was a 10-win team last year. Didn't get in.
Exactly. In that division, you need at least 11 wins. You need at least 11 wins in that division. That division is too tough. That division is just way too tough.
That's gonna be rough for them, man.
So
not that they ain't good, but it's just who's around them, man.
Yeah, the NFC East is the toughest division in all of football. It always has been, and that's even when those teams aren't that good. So,
right.
What you gonna do when two of the teams are the best in the conference? Arguably the best. One is a defending champ, and the other one is the conference runner-up. I mean, you asking for it. So, moving to the American Football Conference and the other team that plays in the Meadowlands,
the New York
Jets, who will open the season on this Sunday at 1 p.m.
Pittsburgh
versus the Pittsburgh Steelers and their new captain, Aaron Rodgers. The team voted Aaron Rodgers as captain. What is happening here?
Ain't he 43, 44 years old?
Yeah. 42. He's 42. 42 years old, and he's the captain of the Pittsburgh Steelers. How Mike Tomlin let that happen? How Mike Tomlin let that happen?
I don't know. But I think he gonna come out and try to show the Jets something.
I think he is as well. I absolutely think he is as well, but we'll see what happens. But obviously, we got Justin Fields, and he's got something to prove to Pittsburgh. So this is going to be fun.
That's going to be a good game.
This is going to be fun.
Sunday, I'm going to be
1 o'clock Sunday in the Meadowlands. So Steelers Jets. Sorry, who you got? Jets, Steelers, and Meadowlands.
I got the Jets on that.
1-0. Bills, Jets, Meadowlands.
I got the Jets on that.
2-0. Jets, Bucks in Tampa.
Got the Jets on that.
3-0. Oh, you got the Jets starting off 3-0.
Oh,
Jets,
yeah.
Dolphins in Miami.
Got him on that because I got him on that because that Tua, he still got. I don't trust Tua.
I don't trust Tua either, but the Jets have traditionally not been good in Miami for some reason. And this goes back to the Dan Marino days. For some reason, like they'll be better than Miami, but for some reason playing in Miami, they struggle playing in Miami. But I'll give it to you, 4-0. Then, week 5, Cowboys come to the Meadowlands to play the Jets.
I don't see the Cowboys winning 5 games this year, and one of them 5 won't be the Jets. So,
So you got the Jets starting off 5-0.
5-0.
Broncos, Jets, Meadowlands.
6-0.
Panthers, Jets, Meadowlands.
7-0.
Jets, Bengals, Cincinnati. Bishop Heflin, I already know who you picking.
That's a loss. Joe Burrow ain't playing. He ain't playing no game. That's a loss.
6-1. Browns, Jets, Meadowlands. You think Shador will be starting by then?
She might be, but I hope he is because that's
week 8. That'll make us wait. Let me make sure. I think that's week 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's week 9. Sorry.
That put us at 7-1 or 8-1.
That'll put us at 8-1. Jets, Patriots in New England, Foxborough.
9-1.
Jets Ravens in
Good.
Baltimore.
That's a loss.
9-2. Falcons Jets Meadowlands.
That's a win.
10-2. Dolphins Jets Meadowlands.
That's another win.
11-2. Jaguars Jets Jacksonville.
Another win.
12-2. All right, last 3 games of the season. Jets Saints. New Orleans.
I don't know. We could, because New Orleans gonna pick it up by then.
Yeah, and they're good at home.
Yeah.
Okay, 10-3 then. I'm sorry, 11-3.
12-3.
I'm sorry, yes, 12-3. Yeah, 12-3. Patriots Jets
We got
in the Meadowlands.
We got that.
13-3. And last game of the season, Jets Bills up in Orchard Park.
13-4. Jets going 13-4. Gonna win the division.
So you've got the Giants 10-7, and maybe squeaking in, depending upon how the rest of the NFC is. And you got the Jets winning the AFC East 13. Now I'll give it to you. I think the Jets can win the AFC East. I absolutely do. That and their situation is the opposite of the Giants. The AFC East is so weak, with the exception of Buffalo. They got to beat up on everybody else in that division. They just need to beat up their division.
And they're gonna beat up on New England.
If they can split with Buffalo, sweep New England, and
Miami.
sweep Miami. That's 5-1 in the division. That's huge. So and then the rest of it is a crapshoot. So 13-4, 13-4 is doable for the Jets. I think 13-4 is doable for the Jets.
And I like Aaron Glenn, man. He's a tough.
I like the way he's coaching so far. I like his attitude.
I like him as a player,
he's holding guys accountable.
I liked him when he was playing.
Mike McFadden. Mike, who you saying is not winning 9 games? Who's not winning 9 games? Who are you saying is not winning 9 games, Mike?
I know he's talking about the Jets ain't winning 9 games. Mr. McFadden, you better come on up now.
I wouldn't say that. I think the Jets. I think the Jets will definitely be in the conversation. I think the Jets will definitely be in the conversation. So, who do you have coming out of the AFC and the NFC going to the Super Bowl this year?
I think, I hate to say it, but I see the Eagles coming out again, man.
Again? Okay.
And going against the Ravens.
Oh, Eagles, Ravens, and that would be fun.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts versus Lamar Jackson. I would enjoy that Super Bowl because it would be 2 black quarterbacks for the first time in history. And that would be absolutely amazing. I would absolutely enjoy that.
Real black quarterback. None of this Patrick Mahomes black. So, mama white, father black. No, I need corn. I want to smell cornbread on his breath. That's the kind of black I'm talking about.
Now, Mike McFadden makes a valid point here. He says the Jets have a bad record of not winning in December. That has been traditionally true. You are absolutely right about that. But I do think that Aaron Glenn is the guy to turn that around. I do think Aaron Glenn is the guy to turn that around. I think, and he has enough of a pedigree from being under Belichick and playing out in New England for all those years. He played for Belichick. He played for Parcells. He played for 2 of the best coaches to ever do it.
He played for Parcells.
He played for Parcells and he played for Belichick. He played for Parcells with the Jets and he played for Belichick in New England. So he's gonna be. We're fine. I'm not worried. He comes from the football coaching tree as far as I'm concerned. He comes from the tree.
He's not no mercy pick. He deserved this job.
No, he doesn't. Listen, everybody. You notice you have not seen anybody say anything bad about that pick. No, I have not heard one person, no analyst in football, say that the Jets didn't pick the right coach.
Absolutely.
Everybody's high. They just said, it's his first time, so we'll see what happens. But everybody thinks he's a great football mind. So, and he's endorsed by Bill Belichick. So you get an argument out of me. You endorsed by Bill Belichick. You know what you're doing. Bishop Heffler said, "What's not going to happen? The Bengals beating the Bengals losing to the Jets." Listen, it could happen, but your boy Joe Burrow is a problem, so I ain't worried about him. Y'all, and it's in Cincinnati, so y'all will probably beat us. Y'all will probably beat us.
I think that's a December game too.
No, that's a November game. I just had the schedule back. Let me pull it back up. I think that's a November game. That game is. Yeah, that's actually it's October 26th. That's October 26th. And then they got the Browns the following week. Heflin, how you a Cavaliers fan and not a Browns fan?
Right.
How you rooting for Cincinnati? I know you're still in the state of Ohio, but how that work exactly?
Yo, did anybody pick up Shiloh Sanders?
Not as of yet. Not as of yet. From my understanding, I believe Tampa does want to bring him back to the practice squad.
Okay.
So we are following that story as well. I do think that the hype over that was kind of overblown because Lamar Jackson will never win the Super Bowl. Bishop, I don't know. I think Lamar Jackson has the tools. Does he have the team around him? That's the question. You said you can't stand the Browns. That's hilarious. But as far as the Shiloh situation goes, a lot has been made of the Shiloh Sanders situation. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of different things with regards to it. And I kind of held my tongue about it because I wanted to find out the real story behind why he was cut. So the reality is he was going to be cut anyway.
Regardless of the fight.
Right. He was on the chopping block for what they call Black Monday in the NFL, which is the day after the last preseason game when they got to cut down from 90 to 53. He was close to making the team. They like him a lot, and they wanted him to come back and be on the practice squad. So he had to clear waivers, see if any teams would pick him up. He may end up signing a practice deal. So, it's much ado about nothing, Now, I do agree that he was definitely antagonized in that fight and should not have been thrown out of that game. He should not have been thrown out of that game.
If they're going to throw any, they should have thrown both out.
Exactly. Because he wasn't even the instigator. The play was dead. If you watch the clip, everybody stopped except for the guy that was blocking him. And Shiloh's like, yo, the play stopped. And he's still pushing him. So he whacked him. What you want?
His father would have did the same thing.
Right. Deion would have absolutely done the same thing. And I agree, Bishop Heflin, he does have some limitations. But I think he is a solid second string safety to have. He's somebody that you can put on your special teams. And not for nothing, and I don't usually say stuff like this, but his last name is Sanders. And I'm not even talking about from the publicity standpoint of it. All those boys are athletes. You can get him to do something on that team that will help you win a football game. And that football IQ, his last name is Sanders.
Absolutely.
His sons are prepared to do that every single Sunday. You saw what my man did out there in Cleveland on the first preseason game. He wasn't even supposed to be started. And he third string quarterback, and they decided, well, we're going to throw you in because we don't want to put the other quarterbacks out there. And he was great.
They threw him in to fail. They put him in to fail.
Yeah, because he had no first team reps the entire training camp. And you put him in with the first team, said, watch this boy failed, and he killed. That boy last name is Sanders. He know what to do. His father said it. I prepared my sons for anything in life and football. Listen, Deion Sanders is father of the year as far as I'm concerned. Right. And I'm not just saying it because I like Prime as a player, but because I do. But, Prime has done right by his kids. His kids ain't in no scandals. They ain't got a bunch of baby mamas. They ain't doing no craziness. They just out here playing football. Who can ask for more than that? Who can ask for more than that? Prime did his job, and anybody who says that Prime didn't do his job, you're a racist. Let me behave myself. Anybody who tries to say Prime didn't do his job, I'm just gonna call you a racist. You are, because you have an issue with that black man who has more cachet and bravado than you could probably ever muster.
He just refused to be quiet about it. That's the problem. That's why they don't like him. He gonna be loud about it.
And that's okay. It works for him. This is a man who scored a touchdown and hit a home run in a Major League Baseball game in the same day. The only athlete to ever do that.
In the same day.
This dude hit a home run, got on a plane, flew to Atlanta, and scored a touchdown in the same day. What are we talking about here? Give that man his flowers.
Absolutely.
Then as a coach, he went and turned around not one but two programs. Because y'all don't want to talk about it no more, but he turned around that HBCU at Jackson State. They were terrible, and he won 2 straight conference championships. Colorado was 2-10. No, I'm sorry, 1-11 before he got there. His first year, he got him to 500, and then last year, he got him within a game of the FBCS.
And he's making them millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars.
And give that man his flowers. Don't be mad because he great and he know it. How you gonna be mad at that? Be mad at this black man. And best part of all for us as men of God, and he loves Jesus.
He ain't ashamed of it.
Not at all. And the man loves Jesus. Man, you can't say nothing bad to me about Prime. You can't say nothing bad to me about him. I will cuss you out about Prime. Right. That's where I'm at this point. But, so that's football. I thought L was supposed to be on. He said he was on his way home. He was going to be on, but L, he be running late. But I'm gonna leave it all the time. We praying for Bishop Robert Vincent Butler II. But that being said, quickly shifting gears. NBA is a month away. We are 1 month away from the opening of training camp. The Knicks will go to play in the Abu Dhabi games right after media day, basically. So it's going to be media day. They're going to have 2 days of practice, and then they get on a plane over to the Middle East. So, I know you talking. No, Heflin, we know you talking about Lamar. We know how you feel about Lamar. Listen, that's a knock on Lamar. A lot of people don't feel like Lamar can win the big one because he seems to choke under the pressure. He has the same problem that, to me at least, that Donovan McNabb had. Because Donovan McNabb, as great as he was, could never win the big one. It was always in those highest pressure moments that Donovan McNabb struggled. And we're seeing the same pattern from Lamar Jackson. I don't know. What you think about that, Dave?
Man, I think Lamar Jackson needs some more help around him. They got to surround him with some offensive players. He's doing too much on his own. But he carries the team. He leads the team in rushing. We already know he leads the team in passing. He leads the team. He needs some help over there. And once they get him some help, because sooner or later, them legs gonna slow down.
Yeah, you as a running quarterback, we saw that. You can't. Bishop Heflin says he has help. Who does he have over there? Says he got the king. One player is not help, though, Bishop Heflin. One player is not help. Baltimore's offensive line is traditionally tragically bad, which is why he has to run so much. No, he look at the difference. Him and Jalen Hurts put up similar numbers as passing quarterbacks. You want to know what made the difference? Philadelphia's offensive line is amazing. Yeah.
All they got to do is get to the 3-yard line. It's an automatic touchdown with that tush.
The tush push. Yep. Like that offensive line in the playoffs, they didn't let anybody get to Jalen Hurts last year. I think they gave up 1 sack the entire playoffs. And I think that sack came in the Super Bowl after the game was pretty much over. Like when you got guys like that, I agree. He's got receivers, but if the offensive line isn't strong, you can't get the ball out to the receiver.
Running so much.
In the NFL, you need time to throw. The best quarterbacks need time to throw in the NFL. I don't care how great your arm is. You can have the best arm in the world, but if you don't have time to throw, it don't matter. Ask Brett Favre.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Brett Favre was a victim for most of his career of Green Bay not having great offensive lines.
And he could throw it out the stadium.
Ask Vinny Testaverde, the best offensive line Vinny Testaverde ever had in his career, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a fan of the team, was when he had that Jets team that went to the conference championship against Denver. And you saw what kind of numbers Vinny Testaverde was able to put up at daggone near 40 years old himself that year because he finally had time to throw. Yeah. Offensive lines make the difference in the NFL. And I can say it, my cousin played offensive line for the Vikings for 10 years in the NFL. It's all about the offensive line.
It's not a sexy position.
No, it's not. But linemen make a ton of money. I tell you what, my cousin's last contract in the NFL was 4 years and $25 million for a left tackle. Jeez. For a left tackle.
They don't get no commercials. People don't hardly know what they look like.
No, you ain't getting no commercial. You don't, right. You have to be a fan of the team in order to know who the offensive line is. It's not a glamour position. It's not the so-called skilled positions, but they are the most important guys on an offense, the offensive line. And definitely a left tackle, because the left tackle protects the blind spot. So to say he has weapons, yes, Lamar has weapons, but he doesn't have help. There's a difference. And you can't get to your weapons if your help don't do their job. I beg to differ. The year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, he got sacked 60 times and they still could not hold him.
Oh, you talking about Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow. Okay. So Burrow got sacked 60 times. Did they win that Super Bowl? I'll wait. Super Bowl winning teams are not giving up 60 sacks. As good as Joe Burrow is, when it came
to the Chiefs,
they did.
Who had an offensive line?
Listen, that's why Patrick Mahomes is as great as he is. That Chief offensive line is fantastic.
Yes.
They are fantastic.
Yo, wasn't Andy Reid an offensive lineman?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I've only known Andy Reid as a coach. I don't know what he was as a player.
I think he was an offensive lineman, and he helped build the Philadelphia offensive line.
That he did do. Yes, he did. And he was a great offensive coordinator in Philly before he took over as head coach there. Any Jet, like Mike McFadden said, any Jets quarterback, we really don't have a good line even now, which is why I don't see us winning 9 games. The line was decent in the preseason so far. What I saw from the line in the preseason, it was decent. I'm hoping I agree. I hope they get better because that has been, I agree. Mike, you said it. That has been the Achilles heel of the Jets offense for the last 10 plus years. The offense.
That's why Aaron Rodgers didn't last.
That's why I didn't last. Because the Jets have weapons and have had weapons for the last 10 years. But that offensive line has been awful. I 100% agree with that. 100%. The defensive end line up offsides. The defensive end lined up offsides. Go watch the replay.
Oh, you talking about that? Come on. You talking about the Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the Bengals?
No, that was the AFC Championship.
The AFC Championship.
Bishop, ultimately,
it depends on what camera angle you're looking at.
Right. You need a strong offensive line to win in the NFL. You need a strong offensive line who's not going to give up 60 sacks. And yes, Burrow was good, but at the end of the day, it didn't profit them anything because they didn't win when it counted. And if you notice, they haven't been back since. I'm just saying. So even if I want to give you, because you need an anomaly like that to prove the argument. Okay, all things being equal, he got sacked 60 times. They made it to the Super Bowl that year. What has happened since then? Because they weren't back the next year. Did they even get out of the wild card round the next year? I don't think they did. And I'm not being funny.
He ended up getting hurt because he felt them 60 sacks.
Exactly. Like you can't win that way in the NFL.
Mm-mm.
I feel like what you fellas are saying. Don't get me wrong. I like Jackson. I just don't think he got what it takes. Listen, I do think there is a bit of the Donovan McNabb disease. I agree. But I do put part of that on the fact that he has not had a solid offensive line the entire time he's been in Baltimore. He hasn't. He absolutely has not. Not from what I see, not from what Superintendent is seeing. We haven't seen a good offensive line in Baltimore. It hasn't existed. But again, shifting gears to the National Basketball Association as we get ready to close out for tonight. We're getting close. I don't know about you, Dan. Have you been watching any of the Eurobasket?
I watched that Yabusele. What's that? What's our boy name?
Guerschon Yabusele put up 36 last night for France.
6 for 6 from 3-point. I didn't see
that boy. A problem.
I didn't know he had it like that.
We tried to tell you. This was a great pickup
on LeBron James.
That's enough for me, but still, yes, he got it.
I didn't know we had a 6'10", 300-pound Steph Curry on our hands.
This is the thing. He can play the 3, the 4, or the 5, they said.
Wow.
So he can play all 3 front court positions. He can play down to the 3. He can play up to the 5. That's scary.
He's a notch above Precious Achiuwa.
A couple of notches, and again, I like Precious, but a couple of notches above Precious.
Oh my Lord! I didn't know this boy had it like this. And I've been
telling people, Precious is not coming back, not just because of what happened, but also Yabusele is a better player. He just is. He's just a better player.
He's out there killing it, man.
Yeah. Mike McFadden says, "I want to be in charge of the Jets draft for 3 years. The first 3 years will be all offensive linemen, 2 years wide receiver and running backs, and the third D lineman." I don't think running back we good right now. Breece Hall is the truth. Breece Hall is the truth. I love him at running back, so I'm good with Breece Hall as my primary halfback. I do agree we need to get better on the offensive line. I absolutely agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree we got to get better on the offensive line. Preseason begins, Bishop Heflin, with the Abu Dhabi games, which will be Knicks and Sixers from Abu Dhabi on October 4th. They will play October 4th and October 6th in Abu Dhabi, and then the rest of the league will start later on that week. And then the season opener is October 26th or 7th, something like that. As we prepare for this season. And opening night, well, not opening night, but opening night for us, which is actually the second night of the season, Knicks and Cavs. We'll be on it. We'll probably do like we did last season. We'll probably do a watch along for first game of the season. It'll be a Wednesday night, so none of us got Bible study, so we'll be able to do a watch along of that game live here.
That's going to be a preview of the Eastern Conference Finals, I think.
Oh yeah. The most pundits are saying. I actually heard somebody. I forgot who his name was, but it's a guy from Bleacher Report who actually went on. He said, "I got a hot take for the season." He said there are only going to be 2 teams in the East that are going to win over 50 games: the Knicks and the Cavs. That's it. He said nobody else in the East is winning over 50 games.
Wow. And
I'm like, ooh. Now, Bishop Heflin early on said the Cavs are winning 70 games this year. You're out of your mind.
Come on.
You're out of your mind.
Ain't even going to play 70 games this year.
I told him, I said, first of all, y'all got to play us 4 times.
Right.
That's 4 losses already.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll be nice. That's 3 losses. I'll give y'all 1 game. Yeah, that's 3 losses already. You only get 7 for the rest of the season.
Yo, didn't Cleveland lose that boy? What's his name?
Who?
He signed or they traded? No, Indiana. They lost their big man.
Yeah, Indiana lost their big man to Milwaukee. Miles Turner is replacing Brook Lopez in Milwaukee, which I
don't trust Donovan Mitchell. I know the Knicks could have got Donovan Mitchell. It was a toss-up. Maybe we could have get Jalen Brunson in him or Jalen Brunson or him. I think we got the right guy with JB. And I
agree.
I don't trust Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs, and he's not as durable.
No. No. I'm with you 100% on that. I think I think where it comes to that, Heffler said we're not beating y'all 3 times. You're right. I'm gonna go back on my original prediction. We're beating you 4. We're beating you 4 times. We're beating you 4 times. Because this year we have a healthy Mitchell Robinson who owns your front line.
Absolutely.
Mitchell and until your front line, Mobley and Jared Allen can prove to me that they're no longer afraid of Mitchell Robinson, that's the X factor for me.
Absolutely.
That's the X factor. Because I want to say something, but we on a Christian show, but he did some stuff to y'all 3 years ago in the playoffs that made me say, oh, these dudes are soft.
By himself.
How you out rebound 2 7-footers by yourself? Out rebounded them by himself.
Absolutely.
Sam Jennings said, we better hope that Spider is focused. He dating Coco Jones. Listen.
Oh.
Listen. Yeah, that's the thing. Listen. Spider might not be thinking about basketball right now.
I'm telling you.
Spider, yeah. Have y'all seen Coco Jones? Spider might not be thinking about basketball right now.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I feel a Lamar Odom spirit coming on.
Wait. She is not a Kardashian now. No, listen. I'm gonna Ellen and J Mac are here. I'm gonna get in trouble because Davey Spirit is jumping on me right now. The Kardashians they practice witchcraft. You cannot convince me that they don't. Because every man that gets involved with a Kardashian end up crazy.
Yes.
Every one of them. Kanye, crazy.
One boy, Chris
Before
Humphries.
him, Chris Humphries, crazy. Chris Humphries was nice in Jersey. He got with that Kardashian, his career went down the toilet.
Immediately.
They practice witchcraft over there.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush career, down the toilet. Dating Kim Kardashian. Ray J, down the toilet. Kanye West, down the toilet. And the bad part is most of them got taken down by Kim by herself.
Yeah. Good.
Yo, Kim Kardashian took down half of entertainment.
Black man, run, black man, run.
Run, black. Listen, you want to know what Jordan Peele's inspiration for Get Out was? It was the Kardashian family.
Yes. Get out of here.
They were the inspiration for Get Out. Heffler said 2-2 split. No, it's not going to be a split. We beating y'all 4 times. All right, Heffler. Tristan Thompson, too.
Oh,
Tristan Thompson, too. Yo, them Kardashians would. Nah, they got Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush was starting to decline. He got out before it got too bad, yes. But Reggie Bush did get messed up by the Kardashians, too, Sam. He got messed up.
He did. Yes, he did.
Yes, McFadden. Chris Humphries, correct. These Kardashians.
There's something wrong with them, man.
They got voodoo in their cuckoo.
Loose here. The devil is a liar.
Right. That deserves a loose here.
Yeah.
Them chicks got voodoo in their cuckoo. Hallelujah. I'm just saying. They got voodoo in the cuckoo.
Absolutely.
Lamar Odom. Yes, McFadden. Lamar Odom. Them Kardashians?
Leave them alone, nah.
No. I would never want to hear a Kardashian like me. Absolutely. Get away from me. Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee. No. Even Kylie over there messing up dudes' lives. And her last name is Jenner. But she in that family.
And it started
with Kris Jenner. With Kris Jenner and the daddy, who's the mama now. I don't know.
With that too. And that mama was messing around with O.J. Simpson.
We not even go. Listen, there are still rumors till this day that Kim. No, not Kim.
OJ?
Not Kim. That Chloe
is OJ's daughter.
Chloe is OJ's daughter. There are still rumors that Chloe is OJ's daughter. Yes. Overseer Bullard, stop laughing.
O.J. Simpson tried. He had to cut his way out.
Wait. Nope, I'm not. That one. Nope, that was too far. That one was too far.
O.J. had to get up there.
Help, Jesus. Help, Lord. Help, Lord. Listen, absolutely. Bruce got so messed up so bad by Chris that he decided to become a woman.
Good God Almighty.
Bruce Jenner this dude was the Wheaties box.
Yes. Mr. Olympian.
This dude, he was the epitome of masculinity in the 80s. A decathlete, a man's man. This dude changed his name to Caitlyn and became a woman after messing with a Kardashian.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. Wait, right on time. Wait, he ain't put his camera on. I ain't gonna bring him in yet. Wait, God. There we go.
Jesus Christ, help us, Lord.
Wait, Bishop Ellis here. We just talk about the history of what the Kardashians have done to the entertainment and sports world. Don't cover your face, Bishop. Don't cover your face. I said that there is voodoo in the cuckoo. Because
the words right out of my mouth. Definitely, it's definitely spirit.
Literally from Bruce Jenner down.
Mm-hmm.
Every man who has messed with a Kardashian is jacked up now.
All the way.
And I mentioned how Kim K has took out half of entertainment by herself.
They done messed up basketball players,
decathletes, actors, rappers. Football players, rappers. One of the greatest production minds of our time in Kanye West is gone.
It's a spirit. They are definitely into satanic. I probably shouldn't say this on our show because then but that's a spirit. Mm-hmm. That's a spirit.
You just got to put the word allegedly in front of it.
Oh, is that what? All right.
Because as long as we say allegedly, listen, we are covered legally.
Kanye was saved for a minute and then lost his mind. As soon as he started giving Jesus the praise, that devil rose up in that face.
Yeah.
Right, now all of a sudden she wanted a divorce.
That devil rose up in that face. Oh.
That man went and found count your blessings. He said, count your blessings. And that was it. It was a wrap.
Yeah,
and Kanye, you paid us a little bit, but we want more.
Yeah, we want sure more. Did do your father's song, right?
Yeah, he did.
Sure did.
We got a little something. We got a little something. A little something, but we want more. We want more, Kanye.
Oh God.
Oh man. So we've been talking about we've talked about the NFL. I covered a lot of the wrestling with our audience before Dave came on, and we talked NFL. So you'll want to hear this. Dave believes that in the NFC East, the Giants can actually get in with a record of 10-7. We went through week by week. Dave has predicted a 10-7 year for the New York Giants, and he believes that they can squeak into the playoffs as the third wild card.
You know what?
Eflin, we are not a mess.
I don't know if I want to disagree with that.
Oh, okay. But my only thing is they did look good in the preseason, but I'm opposed to you I'm gonna posit the same issue that I gave Dave, which is the fact that the Giants are in the toughest division. The two teams ahead of them were the conference finalists last year, Washington and Philly, and they're in the Giants division, which means the Giants will. I said that the Giants have to win 11 games to even have a shot at being the third team in, because they're not finishing first or second, and which means even if they go 3-3 in the conference, in the division, they would need to go then 8-2 the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And they got a pretty tough schedule.
But it's three words that always set the tone in the NFL. Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Anything could happen. A team is really one injury away, and we don't wish this on nobody. But any team is worth just one is only really one injury away from their season being a disaster. If the Giants stay healthy, a healthy Giants team is scary, and I am a Jet fan all the way. But if the Giants are healthy, they're a problem.
That Russell Wilson, man.
I don't disagree. Again, I don't disagree with you. I believe that the Giants do have the tools. I'm just worried about that. I'm just worried that it just means it's like remember how in baseball in the 80s. I'll give you a perfect example. In 1986, the New York Mets won 108 games. They went 108-54. They did eventually win the World Series.
Yeah,
They won their division going away. But here's the thing. The St. Louis Cardinals finished second that year. They won 100 games and didn't even make the playoffs. This is what I'm saying. This is what the Giants are facing in that division. Yeah, we can be great. We could probably go 8-2 outside of the division. But the other two teams, Philly and Washington, are so a cut ahead of everybody else that your 11-6 may not mean anything.
That's crazy.
Right. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Because if they could go 11-6, Philly could conceivably go 14-3. Washington could be 12-5.
And that's a real possibility, man.
Right. That's how good those teams are. That's how good those teams are. Speaking of which, you ready for this, L?
I'm ready.
Dave says that
First, before you say it's a weak AFC East. It's a weak AFC East now.
I mean, he realizes that, but it's not. They're not just playing the AFC East. Dave is predicting a 13-4 year for the New York Football Jets.
Don't you laugh, man.
And 4.
Did you see them in the preseason?
It's a weak AFC East. We didn't let Aaron Glenn didn't let the cat out the bag in the preseason.
Aaron Glenn's not going to make it past 2 seasons. I can already tell.
You think he's too hard on them?
I don't know if he's too hard on them. I just don't think I'm not sure if he really has the coaching mind that this Jet team needs.
Why don't you think so? I disagree.
I don't know. Maybe I need to watch a little bit more. Maybe I need to see some more. But I wasn't impressed at all.
Watch game 1 against Mike Tomlin.
Pittsburgh Steelers, 1 o'clock Sunday. He can't watch game 1. He's going to be in church.
1:15.
That game is at 1 o'clock. He's going to be in church.
And we in church anniversary now. Praise our God.
Oh, hallelujah.
Oh, yeah, September. It is the Glory Church's 14th anniversary.
14.
You sure it's 14 or 15, Butler?
No, it's 14 because his is in September, mine is in January. So my 14th is in January. His is always 3 months before mine.
We going in our 35th.
I got kicked out the Baptist church 14 years ago.
Oh, Jesus.
We're not going to rehash that.
I'm traumatized. I don't preach at Baptist churches now because of that.
Yes, George, we are talking football tonight, bro. We're talking football tonight. Let me mess with you real quick. So Dave is predicting a 10-7 year for the New York Giants and a 13-4 year for the New York Jets.
That's a bold prediction.
That's very bold. That 13-4 is super bold.
telling you, man.
J Mac would love to hear that. I'm a Jet fan. I want it to happen. I really do. I just don't see it. I don't know if we got the offense. Like,
No. The weapons are there offensively, but this is what we talked about. That offensive line has got to be better. That offensive line's got to be better. The weapons are there. Justin Fields is a really good quarterback.
Yes, he is.
They've got great receivers. Breece Hall is a top 5 back in the league, but without an offensive line, none of it works.
And then our defense, we got Sauce. We got Sauce Gardner. They playing him one-on-one against DK Metcalf.
George said 10 what for the Giants? He said 10 wins. 10 wins.
10 wins, George.
10 wins. He said 10 wins for the Giants. Listen, Giants won 10 games last year and didn't make the playoffs.
They did.
So you think the Giants are going 10-6?
10-7. Remember, 17 games now.
10-7. The Giants are going to go 10-7.
That's what he's saying. They went 10-7 last year.
Playoffs.
That's the George said loose here.
They're gonna sneak in there. And if, just in case.
Wait. So what team is going to collapse? I think that's the question that needs to be asked. For the Giants to go 10-7 and make the playoffs, I need you to tell me what team is going to collapse.
Right, because like I said, there are 2 teams in their own division that are better than them still.
There has to be a complete fold, like a collapse.
So in order for them to get that 3rd wild card, that means somebody else in another division who is supposed to be one of the better teams is going to have to be terrible, or they're going to have to get hit by the injury bug and just fall out of contention. Who is that going to be in the NFC?
Yeah, Davey, come on. Because that question wasn't asked before I came over here. That's the question. Who's going to collapse? Who's going to be the one to who's going to be the one to part the Red Sea for the Jets to go into the playoffs at 10-7 in that division?
I don't know.
you got to have a better answer than that, brother, because you made a bold prediction.
Let me see. Well, I don't think the 49ers are a threat.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'm not high on the 49ers either.
Because they've been running around pretty good the last few years. So I don't think they're going to be a threat.
Okay.
Let me see. Green Bay gonna be good. Green Bay they're gonna be good.
Okay.
Seattle gonna collapse.
Okay, I'll give you that. I think Seattle's done. I think their run is done. I agree with that.
Yeah, the Geno Smith Cinderella story is over.
I agree with that. I think that Seattle is not gonna do what they have done.
Okay, that's 2 49ers and Seattle. Okay.
Did the Vikings make the playoff last year? Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
And they just re-signed Sam Darnold.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to be good.
Do we
George is like,
Sam
what? Uh-oh. George is not a believer.
I don't trust Sam Darnold. He got the money now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Something happens when you get the money.
Okay.
Yeah, you start dating a Kardashian and
Oh, no.
There you go.
Somebody get Chloe on speed dial. Send her to go see Sam Darnold.
That's how you do it. And that way, that's going to be enough for the Giants to sneak in there, man.
In the NFC North, you've got Chicago. Okay, so let's do this playoff style. So we got Philly and Washington, who are more than likely coming out of the NFC East.
Philly.
Well, Philly is in the same division as the Giants. So
Really?
that's
They're gonna win the division.
So we already know the Giants are not winning the division. We already know that the Giants are not winning the division. So you got Philly and Washington. Washington is more than likely going to finish second. So you got Philly and Washington. So Washington's going to eat one of those wild card spots. So let's move before we get to the Giants, who will probably finish third. Let's move to the NFC North, where you've got Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit. Detroit is good. Green Bay is good.
I got Detroit and Green Bay coming out of that.
Minnesota is good.
Minnesota ain't gonna come through there. Detroit and Green Bay coming out of that division.
The NFC West, the LA Rams, the 49ers. I mean, the Cardinals, no. And the Seahawks. The only division
the Rams might come out of that.
The only division that I think won't have anybody but the division winner would be the NFC South, because that's Tampa, New Orleans, Carolina, and Atlanta.
And I think New Orleans coming out of that. And that leaves that one wild card spot.
Oh. Victor George Smith says Washington is overrated. You heard it here first.
I don't know, man. That quarterback is the truth, man.
He says Detroit, Green Bay, and Minnesota are his playoff team picks as far as those three wild cards.
So you got three coming out that division?
No, it's three. No, that's not one. You got Detroit, Green Bay, and Minnesota. That's that entire division. But that can't happen. Well, we already know that can't happen. Well, no, it can happen, but it's highly unlikely for that to happen.
The Giants gonna snatch that last wild card spot.
So he thinks it's gonna be 3 out of the NFC North. You think it's gonna be 3 out of the NFC East?
3 out of the NFC East.
Those are big predictions.
These are some bold. George, I don't want to send you the link. We trying to get out of here.
Send me the link.
Let me. You know what? I'm gonna send him the link. I'm gonna send him for a few minutes since this conversation done got a little more hyper than I expected. But that's a pretty bold prediction there, sir.
Sure is.
3 teams out of the NFC East. That's unheard of. That is absolutely unheard of.
Oh, bless the Lord. Hallelujah.
While we're waiting for George to come on, we also did a little talking about the National Basketball Association.
Ooh, Yabusele. What's his name?
Yabusele. And we talked about. Have you watched any of the Eurobasket, L?
Nah, but I did see some highlights.
You saw that 36-piece Gershon Yabusele put up last night for France.
6 for 6 from the 3-point line.
David said he had no idea. I said, this is what we was trying to tell you when you was like, who is this guy?
All I knew was he dunked on the ground.
No, Dave don't like foreign players on the Knicks.
No, I'm traumatized by him. Because what that Phil Jackson went and got Frank Ntilikina and told us he was going to be a taller version of Chris Paul.
Yeah.
He sold us a bill of goods on that one. He absolutely did. I agree. So, Minnesota has a second-year quarterback that didn't play last year. He ain't playing this year either because Sam Darnold's a starting quarterback.
That's the same. That's the same spirit Davey had on him when we got OG.
Yeah, it took you a while to warm up to OG. It did take you a while to warm up to OG.
He ain't from here neither. Ain't he from somewhere else too? He's
from London.
Yeah, well, I need somebody from Queens.
But OG went to college here in the U.S., so he learned the U.S. game quite well. He went to college here.
From London to Indiana.
But Yabusele is going to be a problem. He's going to be difficult to
guard.
He's going to be difficult to guard. Yeah.
And
So if
and,
Mike
and he's
Brown
a plus
uses them,
defender himself. Like he's known for his defense. This offensive
Wow.
output is scary.
if Mike Brown uses them correctly, first of all, I know we're coming out the East. There's no way we can't come out the East.
Your boy talking about Cleveland.
I already told Bishop Heflin. Bishop Heflin on here talking about that we're not gonna beat them 4 times. I said we're beating Cleveland 4 times this year. Because this fool was talking about Cleveland gonna win 70 games. I'm like, where? Cleveland ain't winning 70 games.
They ain't do that
No,
with
no, no.
LeBron.
No. Listen to me. First of all, that year that Cleveland had last year was
It was all time.
like that.
They ain't never doing that again. They ain't never
They
doing that
not
again.
doing
They
that
never doing that
again.
again.
They not doing. First of all, what's the girl? Coco. What's her name?
Yeah.
She got she
Coco
got,
Jones, we talked about.
Coco
That's what
got
started the
Donovan
Kardashian
Mitchell.
Coco
conversation.
Jones got Donovan Mitchell nose deep. So it's like that's it. He's distracted.
Completely.
You
She
know
got
who
this
else
new
is
song.
distracted out there? Clay
got
Thompson. That girl, what's the girl got Clay Thompson? What's her name? She been making them spaghetti and fish. And stuff. What's the girl name? The Stallion. Is it Megan the Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, Clay
Megan
Thompson
Thee
about to
Stallion.
retire. He ain't gonna have nothing left. I know. Clay Thompson, you ain't gonna have nothing left. You might as well put your papers in now. Cause it's a wrap for you. That Megan Thee Stallion,
You said for him to put in his retirement papers.
right now, he ain't gonna run as fast. He ain't gonna jump as high.
Why is it not okay?
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Davey.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with Davey either.
He ain't gonna do no press conference after the game. He going home.
Right.
Yeah, he done. Why is it not okay?
But that Coco,
It's
she gonna
not
slow
giving George the
Donovan
right.
Mitchell down.
One second. Donovan
Yeah.
Mitchell. Donovan
He got
Mitchell
the-
done.
He gonna have to console her because Bel Air is going off the air, so she gonna need. It's a lot going on over there with that, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
Listen, her music is making her money right now, so
Sure is.
her music is top notch right now.
Speaking
Yeah.
of music, does the Godfather Records want to sign a rap artist?
Would love to, man.
Cause I got the album of the year coming.
I'm about to say, are
baby.
we doing deals here right now? Is it,
We would love to.
Listen,
I'm working
you
on
signed-
something with one of your boys. I got to meet with him next week. He ain't no rapper, but I can't say it online. I hit you up later and let you know.
Listen, you signed Michael Grammy. I know you can sign me. We need to talk. All I need is a small budget and that Godfather label on the back of that album, and we ready to go. The album's already mixed, mastered, done, music is done, and everything.
Good talk.
Let's
Let's
talk.
talk, man.
'Cause
I already got
it.
I got the radio links already too, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, y'all heard it here first. Butler is signing to Godfather Records.
y'all got an exclusive. We making deals over here
Making deals on Church Guys
on the
Sports
church
Talk.
on the Church Guy Sports Show. Where's your camera, George? Put your camera on.
George, don't come on here slamming my Jets.
I'm waiting for him to pull his camera up. I got him backstage. I'm waiting for his camera to pull up. But yeah.
But yeah, I think is Gershom, is he the first big man off the bench for us?
Yeah, essentially.
They haven't really set a starting lineup yet, I don't think.
No.
Wait. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
George!
What's up, y'all?
What's up, George?
What's going
We told
on?
you we was going to do it. Every time you come on now.
Man.
Here we go. Maybe I should just leave these two on the
this,
screen. They about to go at it.
Yeah, leave him and
I
Davey on the
think
screen because I would love to hear this.
This is about to be good.
Giant Stadium as a collective union is going to win 10 games
Wow.
next year.
Oh wow!
That's like both teams together.
Wow.
So the Jets gonna win 5 and the
Great
Giants gonna win 5?
I'm thinking like 7-3.
Who's winning
7-3.
Who's winning the 3? Who's
The Giants. There's real live betting odds out there that the Giants is not going to win a game next year.
Wow.
That's a real live bet on FanDuel that people are putting real money on because their schedule is just ridiculous.
Remember, Dave, I said that the Giants have a very hard schedule.
2 of them games are against the Cowboys. And we already know what that's going to be.
Y'all asleep. The Cowboys can't stop nobody, but they're going to put up 30-something points. They're going to be like the Bengals was last year. They're not going to be able to stop nobody, but they're going to score. They're going to score. They're going to score a lot of points.
And
healthy Dak equals points in the regular season.
I went to this game. I was there, and I seen the Giants. They beat up on them Patriots so bad, 40-something to 12. And Russell Wilson gets hurt, he got this man, Jameis Winston. He either going to throw 30 touchdowns or 30 interceptions. You don't know. Every time you throw it, it's going to be either a touchdown or an interception.
That's not a badge of honor, Dave. It's a 50-50
you don't know what you're
going to get with Jameis Winston.
And I like the way this rookie quarterback looks.
I'm about to say, I thought Jackson Dart was actually going to be second on the depth chart.
He looks good, but you can't really put too much in the preseason, man. Everything's so vanilla. Like the stuff they're running in the preseason is just so.
What a great word to use.
Plain and vanilla.
What a great word to use. Everything is so vanilla.
It's just like
and Malik Neighbors is the real. He's the real deal.
Oh no, the Giants got some ballers. Neighbors is a primetime player. Y'all defensive line is out of this world good. But that's it. That's it. Y'all offensive line is a screen door in the projects.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Well, that's enough to get 10 wins.
What?
So what Dak gonna do against the Cowboys are gonna beat the Giants both times.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's not an issue.
Wait. Didn't you go to Baltimore?
I did, but that doesn't change the fact that they still gonna beat the Giants. They not in championship contention no more. But they not Giants bad. Like, come on now, you gotta do a lot to get Giants.
Shots fired on Dak.
Is Dak healthy?
We don't know.
Dak is healthy. A healthy Dak in the regular season. Listen, there's 2 conditions: healthy, regular season.
So is that man healthy?
Dak didn't take any first team snaps during the preseason this year.
None.
He never does. He hasn't since his rookie year. And that's when he was replacing Romo. But the best part of the NFC is the North though. It's Minnesota, it's the Lions, and it's the Packers. That's the creme de la creme. If you really want to throw in another team that might be the best, you can say the Rams. But the teams that are in the playoffs, to me, Philly, Rams, and them 3 guys from the NFC North, and then whoever wins the South.
Which we don't really care. But
so that's 6.
The South sucks.
Right. So that's 6. So that means there's only one more team that can actually make the playoffs. Right. So it depends on the 49ers are younger now, so I don't know what they're gonna bring to the table. I'm trying to tell y'all, Washington is overrated. I will if I bet, I will put money on it. Jaden Daniels is amazing, but Debo Samuels is about as big as me. So if you think Debo Samuels is gonna change that place, it's not gonna look good in Washington. It's not gonna look good in Washington. Everybody else is saying, but like Philly's definitely gonna win the division, and like that 2 through 4 in the NFC East is gonna be funny to watch. But the champs is coming out the North if I gotta pick my champ, and maybe the Rams.
Well,
Yuck.
Oh, say it again.
The Rams are coming out the NFC.
The West. If Stafford's back stays healthy, the Rams. If Stafford's back stays healthy, the Rams are coming up.
That's big. Sounds great. That'd be good.
They were that close. They were that close to beating the Eagles last year.
Sure were.
And the Eagles got a little bit
Bishop
better.
Heflin,
And Stafford got a little bit older.
I don't know if the Eagles got better. They got rid of a lot of their secondary is not as good as it was.
That's true.
They're playing a lot of young people, but nobody in the East has improved enough
to push them down. I agree.
Right. So
I agree. Nobody in the NFC East is they are the team to beat until somebody beats them.
Right.
And you don't got my Jets winning
I hate to say it.
10 games. We're going 13
he got them winning
4.
7. He got them winning 7 because he got the Giants winning 3.
And Davey has the Jets winning 13 games, George.
13 is a lot, man. Is it the Patriots improved? If Miami stays healthy, they're going to be putting up points. And then there's Buffalo. Like, to win 13 games, you got to beat Buffalo at least once. And that team that's a tough team.
I already said the Jets would have to split with Buffalo and sweep the other two to even have an outside shot at 13 wins.
I love Justin Fields, but I don't know if what he does leads to winning football. He has a chemistry with Garrett Wilson, though, because they played together.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about them too, for sure.
And then you got Breece Hall. If Breece Hall is healthy, you talk about somebody that could potentially run for 2,000 yards.
But they don't think highly enough of Breece Hall because they keep on bringing their
running backs. I agree with that.
Breece Hall,
I think that absolutely sucks.
You got Breece Hall. You got the big kid number 0,
Allen. Yeah.
Brandon Allen.
Why they still draft? Why y'all still drafting?
You can never have enough.
Y'all got it.
You can never have enough. And that's security. That's security for Breece Hall because he got hurt too many times.
That sounds like the Knicks point guard situation a couple of years ago.
Nah, it's just like you got to focus on other parts of the team. When you got your running back room is straight, you got 2 dogs. Like there's no fall off in between both of y'all running backs, and they still drafted them. Now y'all got left tackle worries. Like
that offensive line, it's a problem. The Jets' offensive line has been a problem literally for 10 years. They've had an offensive line issue for 10 years. Like once Nick Mangold retired,
around with that ball.
Once Nick Mangold retired, it was all downhill for the offensive line.
Downhill.
Yeah, man.
The last great offensive line they had Nick Mangold on it. Once he retired, that was it. So,
that's my only issue. Is the other teams are good, man. The Patriots really added some talent to their team. So we're gonna see.
Butler, what you got there? A coloring book or something? What you? I thought you was sitting there drawing something.
You over there doing graffiti.
This is how I relax, y'all.
But I say this is the Bishop's relaxing hobby.
I'm a pastor.
Somebody told me to get me a coloring book.
Oh, That's dope.
Oh, you used to tag back in the day. I know a tagger when I see one. Oh yeah, you was tagging over the wall at Erasmus Hall.
This is
No, he was
true.
over at Grover Cleveland tagging the walls.
No, I was at Erasmus for 6 months though. I
Oh
had to
yeah,
get out of there because them Jamaicans was crazy.
David Caton was one of them. I know, cause my brother was there.
Mekhi Becton is gone in. Sam, I don't think the Jets knew what to do with Mekhi Becton. Like, he was never in shape when he was with them on the offensive line. I don't think his offensive line coach, he was like the most penalized offensive lineman in the NFL like 2 years in a row. It was just bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, ain't he with the Eagles?
No, he played 1 year. He played last year with the Eagles, and then I think he's a Charger now.
That boy left
Yeah.
and got a ring
And then got a bag.
and got a bag. And he's huge. He like 6'8", 350.
Ain't that something?
Yup, he's at the Chargers.
Wow.
Pregnant mistress exposes Chargers Mekhi Becton with 42,000 transactions, drug allegations, and bizarre underwear photo. So he's doing all right.
What the?
This is from.
Is she a Kardashian?
He's a Kardashian.
That's the first thing I
Kardashian.
He's a Kardashian.
Yo.
Wow, in LA.
Wow, that's what came up when you Googled Mekhi Becton?
That's the first thing that
Wow,
came up.
okay. All right, so that's what's happening.
This what Todd Delaney was talking about. He got mad at him.
Oh, that's what Todd Delaney was talking about. Okay.
He signed 2 years, $20 million.
Yeah, but if the Eagles didn't keep him, I could see. I'd be like, all right, he probably wasn't. They used him for the year and was just like, all right, you can go ahead and move on.
My phone about to die, fellas. I'm gonna hit y'all.
Dave, always a pleasure. We're back at it next week. Y'all
Yes,
all say
sir.
goodnight to Superintendent Wright.
Basketball season's coming.
We are a month away from the opening of Media Day in the NBA. We're
Kenny Luke.
Yankees trying to turn it around.
actually some pundits were saying today that there is still, even here on September 2nd, the Yankees really have a real shot at catching Toronto and overtaking them, because Toronto hasn't been good lately either. And the Yankees have been better. The Yankees' Achilles heel this season has been their pitching more than anything else. And
That's
if
been
that
the
bull,
Achilles. That's been the Achilles heel for the last 6 years.
if not the last 6, but if that bullpen doesn't get together quickly, it's not gonna matter. Again, the Yankees will get into the playoffs this year just by virtue of the American League is pretty weak, but
Our defense is horrible too.
they're looking at a first round exit.
The defense is horrible too.
Yeah, they don't play fundamentally sound baseball. They don't. They absolutely do not play
Is
fundamentally.
Boone still managing?
Yeah,
It's
Boone's still
time
the
for him
manager.
to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if
like
you saw L in our group. I've sent you guys over the last couple of weeks. Clint Frazier, former New York Yankee prospect who is now retired from baseball, has been on TikTok kind of airing the Yankees out, not in a bad way, but just telling about what goes on behind the scenes. And one of the interview clips that I saw of him on his page, somebody asked him about what's wrong with the Yankees and how Boone needs to go. And he said, I keep hearing this, but he said, having been there, I could tell you that if you fire Aaron Boone, there's a lot of other people that have to go too. And he would not say names. I know he was talking about Cashman.
Of course he was.
Because he said it is done by committee.
Yeah.
He basically aired it out. He said, we come into the clubhouse, and then there are meetings with Boone and the upper echelon and stuff, and they have these meetings where, they sit down with the lineup or whatever with who's on the roster. So it's not like traditional baseball where, you grew up, the manager put his 9 out there, you knew who it was going to be, he had a conversation with you. These guys are having meetings every day based upon the analytics of who's pitching, who's fresh in the other team's bullpen and stuff, and that's how they're choosing their lineups every day. So he said it's not Boone making the decision by himself. He's like, he's in the meetings, but he's not making a decision by himself.
Oh gosh.
And they basically said he basically said it is not encouraged for the manager to make gut decisions anymore. And I'm like, wow, this is coming from a former major leaguer who was in the Yankee locker room.
It's horrible.
So everything we've been feeling, he confirmed it. This is what's happening over there. They're running this team by committee, but he is the scapegoat, which is why they're paying him $10 million a year to be the face of it. He gets the criticism. He has to answer the questions in the postgame, but he is not the true decision. It's not like with Joe Torre. Joe Torre would come out and stand before the media and be able, you could trust the answer that he was giving to the media because you knew Joe Torre was in charge.
Right.
You knew Buck Showalter was in charge. With the Mets, you knew Davey Johnson was in charge.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it is with the Yankees.
So the Yankees are getting ran like the Cowboys then.
No, I think Jerry's in charge in Dallas.
There's always been a relationship between the Yankees and the Cowboys. How about that? There's always been that relationship. Didn't we go into the TV deal together, Steinbrenner
and Jerry Jones?
Yeah. They did something together.
I can't say that on your show. I was about to say something. But I'm sure they did do some stuff together.
No, stop. Wait, was it Jerry Steinbrenner and Vince McMahon?
Man, they called it the Avalanche.
Praise God.
They call it the Blizzard. That's what they call it. They wasn't talking about Dairy Queen.
Listen, Jerry Jones will never be able to live down that video from last year of him talking about people's junk with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx cut that video off so fast. Fox was like, "What? No."
You do know that I am on my show, right? And
that's my sister. She all right. She all right. She can do whatever she want to do. Hey, sis.
Praise the Lord, woman of God.
I'm sorry.
We pray for you daily, knowing what you have to go through every day. So you are covered.
I ain't George.
My God.
Shots fired. Shots
I
fired.
ain't George. All right. You got that. You got that.
Oh man,
I bought new markers today, and I'm thinking that these markers was water based. These markers are oil based. They lied.
No, they lied to you. But yes, Clint Frazier has basically aired out the what was actually going on in the Bronx, and it, like I said, it's what we already suspected was happening. But now we have confirmation from a former major league player who played for the New York Yankees recently. Again, this is somebody who played for Aaron Boone. Like, this is not somebody who's 10, 15 years removed. This is somebody who was in the locker room 2 years ago. So, you know, if this is what he's saying, this is what's happening. This is what's happening.
This is what's happening.
And
it makes me nervous, though, because it's like, are these teams so rich now where being competitive is not even a thing that is on their mind?
George is turning over in his grave. You say that word non-competitive to Mr. Steinbrenner?
Man.
He didn't care how much money he made. The Yankees needed to be good every year.
Every year.
The Yankees needed to be good every year.
Right.
Like, yeah, but George, we broke records in attendance. I don't care. Did we win the World Series?
Right.
We didn't win the World Series. The year was a failure. Yeah, I made $50 million. Yep. So what? We didn't win the championship.
We won 100.
Yep.
We won 100 plus games, and
so what?
But we live in a different world. The days of owners who are like that are gone, really. Now, I won't say that they're gone. I hate to say it, but the last owner that I know that is still like that, as much as I hate to admit it, is James Dolan. Dolan cares about winning. He just had this. He has the same problem that George used to have before he surrounded himself with good baseball people. Dolan thought he was
That's true.
smarter than the basketball people. And so he was made, but Dolan wants to win. Dolan wants to win because he wants to stick it to the NBA because they hate him.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out soon enough this year.
Yeah, I think this is the year that we're gonna find out. I think this is the year we're gonna truly find out. And I could see, that's the moment I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for, more than being a Knicks fan who wants to see a title. Obviously, all of us, if you're a fan of your team, you want to see a championship, of course. But I want to see the moment when Adam Silver has to hand that trophy to James Dolan.
Oh,
And he walks up with his saxophone.
That's what I'm waiting for.
oh boy, I'm waiting for that too, y'all.
I want to see Adam Silver hand that trophy to James Dolan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All will be right with the world for me for that moment.
Yep.
Because him and his cronies over there in the NBA have hated on this team for so long that it will be poetic justice that Adam Silver would have to hand the championship trophy that breaks the 50-plus year drought to James Dolan.
Sure enough.
It would be poetic justice.
I want to see it too.
So, but honestly, Dolan is the last of the owners that I'm not going to say other owners don't want to win, but that we know, like, winning actually drives them. These other, because I used to be able to say that about Jerry. I can't say that about Jerry no more.
Jerry don't.
He don't. I used to think Jerry
don't
did.
care.
I used to think Jerry did. I just thought Jerry's problem was that he thought he was smarter than everybody else. But this year and what he did last week solidified it for me. Jerry don't care about winning no more.
You don't care nothing about.
Because you can't.
We've been trying to
And then that press conference that he gave, where he gave his reasoning why he did the deal, I'm like, this old man don't sound stupid and farcical right now. Like, are we serious? You really trying? You pour water down our backs to tell us it's raining? Really? Dude.
There's something. He has mental issues that you would think that we would want to sit down and listen to you lie to us. That's why I haven't watched that. Everybody keeps on acting like.
You haven't watched it yet?
Netflix special about I'm not watching that foolishness for him to lie to me about how much that loss meant to him. That loss didn't mean jack to you because you would change your actions. Like, listen, I get it. If you tell me you got the highest paid quarterback, you got the highest paid receiver, it's going to be hard to have the highest paid pass rusher. Okay, you got to trade him. Trade him before the draft, where you would get way more picks,
more draft capital,
and then we could add to the team way cheaper.
Yep. You're not going to wait till the end of training camp. Well, you still going to get saddled with a cap hit for this season. Like,
Butler.
It does not make sense.
Jerry Jones told Michael Parsons, he said, there's 3 people involved. Me, you, and that other guy. You know who the other guy was?
Who?
Micah's agent.
He said, me, you, and that other guy.
He was calling Micah's agent the other guy.
The other guy.
Not the guy who represents him.
He tried to take advantage of a 26-year-old kid that is in love with the Cowboys. And was like, let me just do the deal with him.
Yes, Dre, L is coloring. Yes, he is.
Is that Rumble?
That's Rumble, yes.
Yo, his number changes too often. I'm trying to call him all last week. I can't reach him at all. I was trying to send him what I sent you.
Oh, I quit. I sent the text a couple weeks ago. I didn't even know the nigga number changed. Somebody texted me back like, this not his number. I'm like, what the heck?
Rumble looks like the type that changes number a lot.
That's Rumble.
But you got that look about you, bro.
Rumble knows it's all love.
It ain't that he ain't got no bread, because he got bread.
Oh yeah, you gotta send all 3. You need to send all 3 of us the new number. We have all tried to reach you recently, and clearly we have not been able to.
You got that look, bro.
He said, "Chill, bro."
I gotta send you the.
You'll never catch me texting them and it'll turn green. Never.
Right, that green bubble come up like, who is this?
That green bubble.
Like, why is this a green bubble? What is happening here?
Yeah, you'll never catch me doing that.
We don't do green bubbles on this side. We don't do green bubbles.
I gotta send you the new number. You think? Like,
right.
Oh man.
He didn't think to send it to us when he got it. Like, you know.
Unbelievable.
I mean, we only your brothers, but never mind. You know, it's okay.
No. Okay. He don't want what I got to send him. That's what it is.
Oh God.
He don't want what I got to send him. I need you to tell him, D-Lo, it's a blessing from the Lord.
It's a blessing from on high. It is a blessing. Let me put it to you this way. This nigga George sends me his entire album via text message, and then at the end just says, "Enjoy, nigga." I'm like, really? This is how you send it? He lucky it is really that hot. Like, I couldn't even dispute it because I'm like, all right, you're right. It's fire. But there was just such an arrogance in that message.
Oh.
So I couldn't even get him because I'm like, okay, he had a right to be arrogant about this one. It is that good. It actually is that good. So, okay.
Funny.
Dre, you should, bro. No skippable tracks. None. Not a one. Not a one.
Call
Not
me
a
Dre.
one.
Call me Dre.
Ooh. That joint
Call
is,
me Dre.
yeah. That is the hottest gospel rap album of 2026.
I promise you.
And it ain't even 2026 yet.
And I'm on the So You Think You Got Bars showcase this year for the KCA Awards. So I need all my peoples there that day.
Yeah, what is that, like 2 weeks?
I believe it's like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
It's in 2 weeks, yeah. Because what you call it, Willie sent it to me because I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be in town that week. Because I'm gonna be in town this week. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get back in town for that to follow in 2 weeks.
I'm not playing.
Because Willie is hosting, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
So
I'm not playing.
It's definitely gonna be fire. But a lot going on in the sports world. I'll end it the way we started it with WWE. What did you think of Clash in Paris, George? I gave my thoughts at the beginning of the show.
They're in this transitional stage that I'm not understanding now.
Okay.
I knew they were gonna have to write Romanoff.
Yeah, we going to shoot Street Fighter.
So they wrote Romanoff.
As soon as it happened, I said, "Oh, this is how we get him out for Street Fighter." Okay, done.
Right. The thing that kind of like bugged me out is that I guess the Paris fans are so faithful they never had to pay them. They never had to give them a big payoff in any of the matches. They used them to be like a to be continued for everything. Like Seth winning with Becky interfering, and
that's what I want to talk about.
You would have just
go ahead.
You would just think that for them being such a raucous crowd, they deserve to see
something major happen. Yeah, something major happen.
Or LA Knight winning his first title, or Jay getting
right. This was Paris's first ever PLE.
So I see that they're gonna put Jay and Jimmy back together, which I love.
I mean, I'm for it. It's about time.
I love that that's happening. If this now, don't get me wrong, I'm confused. But if Friday night that AJ Lee music pops on, it will all be worth it because the pop.
It's in Chicago.
In Chicago.
In Chicago.
It only makes sense because she don't have to go nowhere.
And if AJ Lee's music play on Friday,
they home, so
that place is going to
erupt. And when
erupt.
CM said, "You're gonna regret putting your hands on me," I knew it right then and there. I said, "Oh, here come AJ." I mean, it's only right because, see,
Yeah.
But y'all didn't see. Well, see, well, I know George, you be on X. You know on X that same night on his page, he put the eyes emoji with a GIF of AJ on his own page. So that's the foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's up now.
It's gonna happen, and that's
It's up.
gonna be big. See, here's
The
what I
pop's gonna be
like.
ridiculous. It's gonna be
Here's what I
absolutely
like.
ridiculous.
It's gonna be.
Here's what I like because
I might
I
jump
was
off my couch.
beefing. I was beefing yesterday, George, in our chat about the whole thing. But then I went back and I watched, and I think somewhere in Clash, I missed Seth's promo before his match.
Mhm.
And so watching it back yesterday, his promo yesterday gave me the feel like they get ready to bust up this whole vision thing.
Oh
Because
yeah.
that's not working. It's not working at all. Right?
It's trash.
Hearing him say, I chose them, I never needed them, I never needed nobody, and they were banned. And then you got Paul, who's in the hospital. They were about to kill.
When they said that his throat is hurting him and he's not gonna be back, I was like, there's the glue.
There it is.
They just removed the glue.
Yeah.
So the one thing that kept the group together, you got Braun who's crazy, you got the other big boy
Reed.
that's crazy. There's nothing to keep them together. Like when they come back together on Monday and they have that talk about you don't need us, man, this might be setting up. Like sometimes you just got to deal with the bad ones, man. And just deal with the little confusing times because it's building.
Yeah.
Maybe I feel like ESPN had a hand in this too. Being that the next big PLE is on ESPN,
Okay.
there's like, all right, this is cool and all. Could you get your wife? And then it's gonna be Seth, Becky, Punk, Lee on WrestlePalooza on ESPN. It's gonna be nuts.
That's gonna be bananas. And I also believe that I think you're gonna see the resurrection of the bloodline. I think the
At some point.
bloodline at some point, I think the
Yeah.
At some
bloodline
point.
is gonna be back. And it's gonna be back with because the two Ulafalas coming out, like all of that, and the way him and Jay are meshing right now. The way him and Jay are meshing right now, and then you bring
Jimmy back into the fold.
Jim back into the
You're gonna get the
fold.
OG bloodline back together.
You're gonna get the OG bloodline back. You hear
Yeah.
Naomi and her and her promo say the bloodline
Continues.
continues, right? So I think you're gonna get that with a more cooperative type of style. It's not gonna be a Roman Reigns is God type of situation. It's not gonna be that.
Right.
Because now we got babyface Roman.
Like
Yeah.
right. And anytime I always tell people, anytime they drop that boom mic into the ring, pay attention.
Somebody's
because
saying something
they're not
important.
doing that
Exactly. Somebody's saying something important.
None of that's by accident, yo. None of that by
Yeah.
accident. That
That's
boy
a
Jay said,
scripted
"I can't
moment.
do this
Exactly.
no more." Right. Jay was like, I can't do this no more. I need you. And everybody ran with it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, they're gonna be back. So thankfully, they're gonna save the Raw tag team.
Somebody need to.
Because that needs some
'Cause
saving.
it's-
But there was one thing I walked away with the proudest. Them Street Profits is finally gonna break up.
I don't know
Oh,
if this is
yeah.
the time to do
Finally
it
happening.
yet now.
It's finally happening. It has.
I think it needed to happen 2 years ago when Montez was at his hottest.
It has to happen, man. It has to happen. Have you been seeing his personal?
Oh, he's on fire.
promos?
Montez is a star. Montez Ford is a star. Period.
Yeah.
Another star with a hot wife. I mean,
It's
this is
time.
just ridiculous. This is unfair. but Montez is a star.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. I mean, right, but you're right. It's been time, but they need to go ahead, and go ahead and do this now. but Chicago's gonna be something.
I'm
Chicago's gonna be something.
definitely looking.
And they're going up against football Friday night too. So
They got to do
have
something
do
big.
something.
They got to do something big because they're going up against the first game of the NFL season.
I
So
don't get to
that
watch a lot of. For some reason, I don't get to watch a lot of SmackDown. I'm gonna have to.
because it's a Friday night and you a black preacher, you working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
you working on Friday nights.
yeah. That's pretty much it. That's got to be it.
Listen, I do a lot of taping it myself, so I go back and watch it Saturday morning.
Now I
You
am.
have to- don't take
Now,
no
what I
steps
do
to-
love about SmackDown is that it's like on the on time up to date. It's like real time up to date. So if I go to YouTube, it's right there.
it's there. Yeah,
It's right there,
Yeah.
right away.
yeah.
Like,
They upload those quickly.
Yeah,
quickly.
Well, they realized they had to do that in order to keep up with Netflix because Netflix is available right after the broadcast ends. So it's like
Right.
we got to keep up. We can't have it come on the next day. And again, that's the world that we live in now. So people are tweeting about the show while the show is going on, or just after the show ends. Or think about during this European tour, those shows we knew the results before SmackDown came on Friday night.
yeah.
We knew all the results already because those people with the VPNs who were watching on Netflix internationally, which I said, I didn't think about that. I got a VPN. I'm going to have to do that next time if I want to watch it during the day.
I'm telling you that Raw coming on at 3:00 is amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Amazing. Like,
Oh, it's fantastic.
oh my God,
I-
wrestling is over at
I
5 o'clock.
I will admit, yesterday it was so good to watch Raw in the middle of the afternoon. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Oh,
I can't even hold you.
wonderful.
I can't even hold you. I was like, oh,
Raw,
wow.
Raw was over at 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
I'm going.
Still got the rest of my
so
day.
good.
All right.
I was so happy with that, yo. I was so happy with that. I was confused Monday night. I'm like, supposed to be doing something.
No, you did it already. You did it already. You did it already.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to be doing something right now. I can't really keep my finger on it.
I was able to get some other stuff done that would have got neglected.
Facts.
Because Raw was on. But George, thanks for popping in for a little bit with us and hanging
Yeah,
out.
man.
We appreciate you. Our NBA preview show will be coming at the end of this month, so I will make sure you have the date so you can clear your calendar for that to be in from the beginning.
Go. Oh, come on, man. Skinny Luca
You and Skinny Luca again.
dominating.
Dominating what?
Give me Skinny Luca and dominating.
It don't matter if he still can't defend.
Skinny Luca. Listen. When we drop it 130 on cats, we don't gotta
You
defend.
do if you gonna give up 140.
Now he's back in Scott 140.
You gonna give up what?
Try to tell
I'm
you,
just
man.
saying.
We got Marcus.
Ask Mike
Smart.
D'Antoni how trying to outscore people worked out for him.
Come on, man. We got Marcus the Smart now, bro.
Marcus Smart is not
We
the
got
defender
Jake.
that he was 10 years ago in Boston.
He sure ain't. I don't know.
We got the white Dorian Finney-Smith and
Jake LaRavia, really?
Yo.
The white Dorian Finney.
He the white DFS. Yo, y'all better get ready. It's up. I'm trying to tell
Listen,
you.
if you are hinging this season on anything that has to do with
Jake
Jake
the
LaRavia, you're in trouble.
Jake the Snake. I'm giving you a Jake the Snake. Jake, man.
Okay.
It's up.
But we will
Look,
definitely
put
have
MVP
that.
Trophy. The MVP trophy already got LU on it already, man. Give it to him.
So no.
That's his trophy this
No.
year.
I don't even see the Lakers coming out of the West.
Ooh. Skinny Luca, baby.
But we're not going to talk about that right now. I'm going to save my takes for the last Tuesday of the month when we have our preview, our NBA preview show. And we give our way too early predictions.
We taking it. Knicks is taking it this year. Ain't nobody that's can stop us. The Knicks is taking it this year. I don't care what you say, George. The Knicks.
The bad part, the crazy thing about that, L, is we can actually, as Knicks fans, legitimately say that with a straight face this year. And nobody's going to look at us crazy. Because if you think about it, everybody's going to go, yeah, they got as good a chance as anybody. The Knicks could very well be NBA champions this year. Nobody can say it's a reach or none of that.
I definitely would rejoice with y'all if y'all won. If y'all got one, I wouldn't even hate.
I'm
going to the
gonna shed
bar.
tears. I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna shed tears.
You going? Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry
Yeah,
like a
I'm
baby.
there will be tears.
I am
There will
going
be.
to cry
I'm
if
Got
I'm gonna
to.
cry as if I'm in a
the,
worship experience.
the Knicks win the championship. We will be on here in that post game show weeping. We will be on live weeping. All jokes aside, we will be. I'm going to stream it directly from NBC or ESPN. Whoever has ESPN has the finals. ESPN, ABC. I'll be streaming the every. I'm gonna get in trouble and take the strike because we got to watch that together. Like all of that.
Yeah.
So there will be tears. There will be strikes on our page. It's just gonna be an all out party.
I'm almost sure that I will be in the city.
You still gotta come on the live.
We will be on that live from the city, brother. Like
Listen,
Just screaming.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And if
Just-
by some chance the
just on
clinching
a
game
live,
happens to be
screaming
on a
and crying.
weekend where I could have gotten to the city, that like if say Game 6 of the NBA Finals is and the Knicks are up 3-2, I'm coming to New York for Game 6. I will be in New York.
Yeah.
Because I would want to be in the city when that happened. I would want to. That's 50 years, man. 50 plus years. 49 of my life as of tomorrow. Happy birthday to me tomorrow.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Back.
big dog.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'll be 49 tomorrow. So, man, 49 years of my life, and to finally see a New York Knicks championship, you can't tell me nothing. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
Cry on,
I'ma
man.
cry.
I'm
I'm
gonna be in. I'm telling y'all.
Throw on that commission. Cry on.
I'm telling y'all.
I'm gonna be at the
in-
parade. It's gonna be
be-
nuts. I'm
I'm
taking
going to
a
be
week
in
off just to
tears.
come to New York and celebrate because it's gonna be a celebration all week in New York leading up to the parade. So I'm gonna take a
gonna
week off from
be-
work and I'm taking vacation time to come to New York for that week.
I am going to be in tears as if Fred Hammond is singing one of those worship songs that he's notorious for.
Yeah.
Like he's singing "Running Back to You."
Right.
Don't you do it,
Come on, we all know what "Running Back to You" used to do to us.
Right.
man. Tear me up.
Right, right,
Especially after I knew.
right, right. So listen, that's gonna be a Fred Hammond "Running Back to You" worship. Absolutely. Thank you, Bishop Heflin. I appreciate it. Send me some money. No, I'm kidding. Bishop Heflin's been a great support. He bought my book. He bought the first one. Got by the second one as well. We getting out of here. Y'all go out, support starting this Thursday. The Glory Church is in their 14th church anniversary starting Thursday night with the Archbishop. The Archbishop, our dad in the gospel, Archbishop Eric Figueroa, who I spoke to today. I talked to him and Ricky today. Somebody's spoofing his page again. We got this nonsense again. But that's another conversation. I'll have that conversation.
They wasn't talking about convocation. I need them talking about that.
No, he called me because he tried to figure out why somebody's going to people's inboxes asking for money and it's not him. And I had to tell him it's not you. Nobody has access to your pages. You're good. But people will take your likeness. And because you are somebody who has notoriety, they will pretend to be you.
They will.
And try to get people. So
they know you raised an offering. So
I mean, it's true, but I mean, I'm just saying, you're not lying. But
they know you raised an offering. So,
but like I said to him, we don't do it that way. We don't go in nobody's inbox and ask for no money. We don't do that. That's not how we do it.
Right.
So we're going to deal with that accordingly going forward. But Archbishop Figueroa will be there, and then it will continue throughout the weekend. All month. Well, when I say throughout the weekend, I mean it's not necessarily a service on Sunday, but it's still a celebration month.
Yo, are you here on Saturdays?
I'm here this Saturday.
Okay, I need you to. All right, I gotta call you because I'm gonna need you on a Saturday during this church anniversary.
All right, call me. Let me know.
All right.
We'll work it out. I was trying to see. I'm trying to see if I can stick around on Sunday, but it may not be able to work. I was going to surprise you up in Yonkers on Sunday, but I don't think it's gonna work out timing wise. Because I'm gonna have the kids by myself and they gotta go to school Monday. So if I was gonna be in New York by myself, I was like, you know what, let me pop up to Yonkers, to Overseer Primus Church, so to hear you preach. I haven't had a chance to be in the service hearing you preach in a while.
Well, let me say this to you. I'm glad you said something just now.
You forgot? He forgot. Oh my.
I'm
Right, George. Right. Just right.
May the Lord watch.
This nigga forgot that he got to preach out Sunday afternoon.
This show is officially.
That is hilarious.
This show is officially
over.
This man, I'm glad I said something. This man really forgot that he had to preach Sunday. Because Overseer Primus is a good friend of mine, and I'm like, you know what? Let me kill two birds with one stone. Go up there, see her, and my brother is preaching. That'll work. This nigga forgot he was preaching.
Yes, that's funny. That's when you book.
Booked and busy. Booked and busy.
Booked.
You got so many engagements, you start to forget them.
Let me tell y'all something, yo. It don't even be a game. I be trying to figure out
where I'm supposed to be at. This weekend I knew I had to preach in Connecticut, and then I was doing a workshop in Connecticut Saturday morning, and then we had to get out of Connecticut and get to Philadelphia to preach. I'm like, okay. It'd be, you know. Remember, this is what you wanted. This is what you asked God for. This is what you asked Him for. So
I ain't mad.
Take the blessing with it. Listen, when you get to the point where you got so many appointments that you can forget some, even jokingly, that's
this
a
is
good
why
place
I'm
to
doing
be. That means your voice is in demand, and that's always a good thing.
This is why I'm doing graffiti, because I'm trying to relax my brain. There's just too much going on right now. I do that. I done picked up this Puerto Rican thing that I
agree with
you. I got a black book. Yes, I have a black book.
Okay.
I have a black book. I have a black book.
A black sketchbook. In it for real. He is in it for real. George, what you got going on that you want to
have to do
promote?
It, man.
Just the pod, you know, Hello Beautiful People podcast. Liner notes. Yeah, that's it. That's all that's going on right now.
That boy working.
And just that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm about to have a battle with Cliff Daniels, because Cliff Daniels, he do graffiti too.
I didn't know. I'm gonna have to call Cliff. I don't know you do. What announcement, Bishop Heflin? Before we get out of here, you guys tell me what announcement.
What announcement?
Yeah, what announcement? I don't know about any announcement. Okay, so subscribe to.
Y'all pray for me Thursday night.
What happened Thursday night?
Yeah, I think more importantly, pray for me Thursday night, because Eagles Cowboys is gonna come on and.
Okay, we praying for you Thursday night.
It's just gonna be a lot.
We praying.
Like, it was bad enough sitting through a whole Super Bowl knowing that the Eagles was gonna win, but now I gotta see the enemy tap dance all over my grave. Like,
that's exactly what's gonna happen. That is exactly what's gonna happen.
It's all right though. It's all right.
I'm gonna let J Mac tell you.
All right, fellas.
Wait, there's something to do with J Mac. You ain't tell us. Well, Heflin, call me. You call me too, and you tell me what's going on. You tell me what's going on. Something that J Mac is involved in. So those are what the brothers are doing. Also, I have launched a internet radio station. So Limitless Radio.
Nice.
We are live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're currently the team is working on the app, so it'll be available on iOS as well as Google Play Store. Right now, it's just a link. Follow us on Facebook, Limitless Radio on Facebook, and you can listen. You can get the link there and listen live through your browser until the apps are ready. I'm also looking for content creators who want to put their content on the station. Okay, that's fire as well. Some people are already on the station
and I'm tutoring graffiti, y'all.
You tutoring graffiti? Some people like Bishop L are already on the station. He didn't know that he was, but he knows now. So
we may need to talk.
Listen, I sent the message in the group yesterday. Y'all didn't respond to it. But listen, I'm building the content library. So
ahead,
I mean,
brother,
it's called Limitless because it's a little bit of everything. So it's not a gospel station.
Too. He does characters too, y'all.
He does characters too. So, y'all book L for your cartoon. So we're looking for content creators. If you got a podcast, if you're a DJ and you want to get out there a little bit more, we can do live as well as your pre-recorded mixes as well. All genres of music, all types of talk.
D-Lo.
So no. None of the new music is on there.
D-Lo be on there be like, we got the new.
No. That I'm already putting together a marketing plan for that. We are not. That's not coming out yet. We 530-74. Some cuts from there is on there. Family Dynamic is on. Some stuff from Family Dynamic is on.
I don't know if George, you like Christian hip hop?
Yeah, you like Christian hip hop. Yeah,
of course.
Okay, we gotta send George. Let's send George.
Send him a couple tracks. All right.
We'll send George.
Yeah, send it to me.
Send George a couple tracks. So again, looking for content creators who want to grow their brand. It's affordable prices to be able to do it. Not trying to break the bank. But we're trying to give you an outlet. I just believe in that. I have a passion for media, arts, and creativity. So I want people to be creative. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Monday through Friday is morning inspiration. All music 5 to 6. And then from 6 to 7, we got some preaching going on. Yeah, yesterday, it was Bishop Butler from Sunday. His sermon, which he absolutely murdered on Sunday. But that's another conversation. I might replay that one tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. It was that good.
At some point, you got to choose.
You killed that. But you know you're a dope preacher. I got to tell you that. So
I pray. I try to pray and get something from the Lord. Because he can leave you at any moment, you know.
This is true. But if you are a pastor and looking for an outlet and an opportunity to share the gospel with the world, consider Limitless Radio a place where you can come and do what you do. That being said, we out of here. Y'all have a great night, everybody. We back next Tuesday night. Have a great night, George. As always, thank you. We appreciate you. And
thanks for having me, fellas.
Of course. Until next time, well, next time is next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody.
D-Lo, call me.
Yo, this is the state of emergency. Check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the field. Matter of fact, can you say it from New York what I say from New York? Hey, yo, let's go now. Hey, yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street, alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs, step back, hit it 3. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy just to see the Knicks play, make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us, whole city is wild. This is New York, why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty, yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it up.